I don't know why it wasn't going before. I thought it was. Okay, we just started. So I'm testing the game to see what's going on. Okay. Um, we started the game. You'll get the spells. You have the symbols that you can use. Oh, and I need to fix that. So anyway, so we have that. I still gotta fix some other stuff. Okay. So now, see where we should be able to level up is if I kill one more person. So save. Oh, it's not. Okay, so we have the different places. Uh, okay, so on that one, gotta make sure. Okay, so we're gonna write some stuff down. Some quick things that we need to fix. Turn off aim assist when there's no enemies. I think I left it on because I wanted to check, make sure it was working. And then what else do I need? Oh yeah, the water spell data or material. Spell material. So it's different than the other one. There, I think um, it's sharing something with the other ones. I do need to work on the actual materials, and I need to work on sound effects to work eventually. But that's not yet. We're not at the vertical slice yet. We're just trying to like figure out the mechanics, set them up, see how they feel, go through the whole loop for all the tunnels, and then we'll do like a vertical slice where we polish everything. We get every detail. Okay. So let me see. So let me go back in. So we have. I was checking to see. Okay, I can move in these. So we have these portals that when you shoot torches, and also I can turn them off. So like if I shoot it with water, the water I can turn them on and off. So the portal fire trigger that. Okay. And then the thing is that it's the opacity is not working. I'll create a shader because this is a pack, so I'll create it. And the idea is that I go through here, and it'll take me to the next scene. Okay, so now I'm on the other scene, and in this, um, I need to add some verticality. So we have it a little bit bigger, which is fine. We just need to be able. I think the space is good. These have to be smaller, maybe. Um, and let me see what should work. I gotta add the text. So the next thing is add text. That's a top priority. Sorry. Okay, that's a top priority. So add text to a text hint. The other thing I need to do is scale down steps. Okay, so we have the steps. Let me do this. So the idea is that if I step in the correct order, they should turn on. So I know that the first one is bear. Oh, I did it wrong. Oh, because the mesh render. Okay, so I gotta fix mesh render. Mesh render. Because I'm trying to change materials and it duplicated the material to everyone. So anyways, so this one's on. If I step on this one, it'll spawn enemies. Oh crap. I should not. Oh crap. And now I'm gonna get killed. But I have my spells that can do stuff. Um, oh my gosh, I'm dying. Okay, so the respawning mechanic works. The enemies are still there. Oh my. Oh, I gotta. Come on. Oh my gosh, I keep dying. Oh, and I'm respawning in the same place. I didn't respawn back. Gotta fix that. I gotta check for errors. What's that? Oh my gosh, I almost died. I definitely need a healing point. I'll do it at the end. Okay, so we're gonna step on the right one. I don't die. I can go here. There's nothing in here. But the idea is that now players can move around here. Caves. Wait, so big. I up. Have anything? Gotta set up the last room. Oh, sorry. So I gotta set up the last room. For the most part, I got lost and I didn't know where I was. Sorry if the audio cut out. Let's see. I had an error when I tried to respawn. I think. Can only be accessed when spawn has been called. Oh, so this. Yeah. So I've been having problems. So let's see. So I need the mesh render, the bubble shot, hide art. Hide art is not working. Okay, so when it despawns, um, and then respawn. What else did I need with the mana regen that I want to work on? Final room is something I want to where players will congregate again after finishing their thing. So I can actually go back. So this gives me an idea of how much space I have to do things with enemies and other things. I want to put more puzzles. That's like dying doesn't reset your stats. And that didn't reset. Oh, it does reset. So dying does reset me. Um, but I think it's every time you level up, it saves. So we'll. Let me see. So if I die now, if I close the app, it should save. Oh, oh, oh. Now I'm gonna go back and check to see if I'm still level 2. So I try to debug as much as I can. Try to double dip on some things while I'm testing others, just to make sure. Okay, I think it did. Can't remember. It was at 3. Let me try with this guy. I try killing an enemy. Oh, it's not gonna save. It only saves if I level up. This will kill it. But it doesn't. Should just hit. Think of maybe I should make that the dragon head. So better AOE. But oh my gosh, I'm gonna. Should I level? That's the other thing. I gotta reset velocity when you spawn back. I can't. Okay, so let's. Okay, so level. So it did save my level. Did okay. So we have this one. If you hit the, you have to hit the. I'm trying to. I might have to do a little bit bigger. Tables. Other one. With this one. Hold on. With this portal is supposed to. Oh crap! They're only level 1. They're all good. Okay, 7. So we don't have any problems with mana, right? But I do want to fix that mana thing because right now it's too OP. Okay, so with these guys, you have to light up all of them, and so if you can bounce it, it should be okay. Okay, so we have the 3 portals. Fire. Then each one will take you through a different route. The idea is that you can only open them with doing the right spell because you have. So here you have earth, fire, water, and eventually you'll be able to adjust. So you can have a diagonal water spell if you want. It's just that you have to find that spell. So you'll be able to find multiple spells. And so that's what we're going to work on today, is just fixing all these things so that we can push a live build and it works with multiple people joining. See, he's got to fix the network stuff after that. Let's see. It should have saved now. Okay. And keep going. Yeah, how's it going, your banana? Yeah, so I just went through the game, and I found a bunch of bugs, but the goal is just to focus on one thing at a time and get things done. And then let me plug this in. And then push a build out. So we're gonna, and right now I'm working on a puzzle. So the whole point of this is to just show how working on one thing just like get stuff done. and I'm gonna put this on SideQuest on August 20th. So it's gonna go by fast. And it's not like a finished game. It's gonna be a demo first, and then we'll continue to work on it and do a full release on Meta. Or start early access. So the goal is SideQuest, free demo, no saving, just checking it out, and then early access Meta within a couple months, and then do early access and see how the game goes. So we're gonna go 0-1. So 0-1 is the fire room. We said we had to fix the first thing we need to do before I forget is the mesh render, because that's for the puzzle. So what was happening is that this mesh render reference step run. See, it's always the snake. So we need to go in each of the prefabs. We have so the snake does work. Then the owl, make sure that render is the same one. And the audio source is the same one. Okay, we have that the snake also is this. Okay, so the snake is all good. And this is just a test to see, and if people like this, we'll continue to do this. So let's see. Owls is working. Tag a render. Set up audio. Okay. Lock. The reason I have to do prefab for each symbol is because they all have the same material, and so I can't just so they all have different UVs with it, the same layout. Change it in the material, then I have to create different material prefab. So doing it this way might be different, might be better the other way. I don't know. I just chose to try it this way. Okay, come on. Then Scorpion. Scorpion Bear. Oh. I find that sometimes when I'm like, I like doing Trello, I like doing Monday or whatever, Jira to assign tasks and stuff, but sometimes I feel like it takes like I just need to go in and fix it, especially as a solo dev. Sometimes like if you have like a bigger overall arching scope and you need to figure out like a deadline and stuff, yes, you can sit down and do that. But like in the moment, I feel like it's just like I don't need to assign myself something. I need to get it done. So I know I just fixed that. I will test it. And I like writing with pencil or pen and paper. Okay, despawn. Okay, oh no, respawn. Okay, so we have the text. Okay, so let's say we're gonna have a text in the side, the hint. This is gonna be a prefab once I have it done. We'll add it to the other ones and change them. Okay, so let's say Text Mesh Pro. We want the we will huge do auto size 500, and then I don't know. I just thought we do have post processing, and so I'm testing all that stuff as much as I can. Okay, so we're gonna copy paste from ChatGPT. I have the clues. Clues. Uh, um, that might be hard on the eye, so I'm just going to go. Um, is it big enough where people can see it? I'm trying to think maybe the other side, right? And so we'll see. People don't read, I know that. And so if they want to read or they want to guess it, uh, this gives you the sequence. Begin where strength walks, bold and proud, then follow wings that split the cloud. The clever trickster hides in shade. Then comes the watcher, unafraid. The serpent slinks with silent grace, and last crown shall take its place. And so the idea is the puzzle goes with starts with a bear, strength, the wings for the hawk, a clever trickster is the fox, um, comes watcher of the night, and the serpent. Oh wait, oh yeah, and there's no scorpion. So we have 9 different animals, and this one has 6. Okay, so that's the whole thing. And when we finish, we we should probably do an audio thing here. But I hate looking through audio. Oh crap! What happened? Okay, audio source. I have to listen through. I have a bunch of sound effects, and it's just not fun. Don't play on a wave. Oops. Back. Don't play on wake. And we want to do like a winning sound. Ding. I don't think I have that. I have a bunch of. The thing is, like all these sound packs don't end up giving you much. Like 1,000 sounds that you might not need. At the end of the day, you probably just want to do your own sounds. Probably could import another gig of sounds and not find anything. I guess I could do the opening of the door. Uh, see how this sounds. These are so lame. I guess I'll just put that up. No, I'm just not going to put sound because it's just awful. Okay, so no sound. But if I did, I would put stuff in here. So for now, I'll just leave it at that. I guess I can play. There you go. That's all it does. Um, then, so we have that. Oh, when player dies, it probably saves where the player last was at. So the second time he dies, it continually spawns there. That's probably what it is. So I'm gonna write it down. So I gotta double check that eventually. So I need to stop that. So prevent saving where player died. I think something like that. I gotta double check it, but it's not a big priority right now. I got the text, skill. Oh yeah, so the steps could scale him down. Prefab, I have to scale him here. But that no. The weird. Okay, so you all should have done like a variant. And then there. Actually, it doesn't matter much, but be good to do. To just tone it down a little bit, and then I'm gonna add. Maybe I'll rethink how I did these so that I can do like the original variant. Let's see if they're a little bit different. It doesn't matter. But we're just stuff out. Honestly, okay. So which ones are left? Tag. So we have our guys. Okay, the other thing that I want to do is, I guess I should go one at a time again. A prefab for VFX. So I think it's not cable prefab. The prefab. Things, scripts, scene, models. They're not VFX. But these are the VFX. Scene. Let me check the demo. I want the. I want. Yeah, the unique marker cube. Okay, so if we have square markers, we have different colors, and we're just gonna use the green one. Indicate that they're on. Okay, so I have that prefab. Start with this pair. So what's happened is this step controller we have, when it's activated, do something. So when it's activated, it'll turn on these markers stuff. And it only activates if it's the right one. So we're gonna put them in here. Honestly, we could eventually, what I'm gonna do to save on performance is gonna be a mesh with no particle effect. It'll just be a texture panning. Cater the ground fill. Maybe. And so the idea is that we'll have these two. Now that. Okay, so we'll just have this, fill it up. And so these VFX off, those activate that. Okay. So that's that one. Then we have walk. Do the same thing. Different. It's just have different effects. Scorpion here. 0, 0. Stuff. The bear should not have. Oh, that is. So okay, so it looks like it's when it duplicates the prefab. Good. I'm gonna uncheck that. We need this, this. Okay, so we have that. That's the okay. So now duplicate this. Yeah, there we go. And here, 0.5 and okay, so we'll do that for all of them. We can apply the override. Step, box step. Some of them won't line up, but now do is gotta remember what the numbers are. So 8.5 is 6. Okay, so some will be a bit off. 5. We have all of them set up. For the most part, they're fine. So now all I need to do is override apply to all prefab. Need to turn them right. Those are VFX, so they want. The other thing I need to do is turn this off. Okay, so now the last thing I need to do, go back and that to the activation. So I have this and then particle signal. I could hit play, but we'll just do it like this. True. Ideally, I would have done everything right with one, then duplicate it, but and then done the UVs. The thing is, I do the UV, so I don't want to go back and UVs. But eventually, I'll do this right and create a prefab. So it's not a huge deal right now. It's just I gotta make sure I do it. By the overrides. Scorpion. Okay. Bear. Bear. It. The last one. So now we have everything up. Go. Okay, so we have the puzzle ish, right? It's just a test. Okay, like we have text for the hint. Clicking to choose. We have the enemies that will spawn, and so if you choose to guess and you guess wrong a lot, then you are in big trouble. The other thing is that you have 1 in 3 chances because the steps are 1 out of 3. So one of these 3 is the answer. And so you can deduct the pattern. Think about it. You could do it that way. You can take the hint and then open it up. So I'm gonna set this thing up now that I have the prefab. Let's go prefabs, puzzles, step puzzles. Okay. Steps to unlock puzzles. So this one was like a test that I ran. But now we're gonna do this one. That's the step animal sequence. Okay. Sequence. There. Okay, and now let me see what do we need. This has functions and all the audio, the text. Okay, so we're gonna go to the other scenes and we're gonna set up the puzzles, but with a different setup or with a different order. There'll be a lot of, it's the same thing for right now because I need, okay, like I need to test things out. This. This right now. And eventually the next step after setting all this up, the next step is to figure out the map layout for each one of these and figure out what else we're gonna do to do something more engaging. Because this is like an intro to maybe puzzles or mechanics. So on the different here a little bit. Let me bring in from the other one. Oh yeah, spell balance, and mana. Mana. Okay, so after I set this up, the next goal is to do a little bit of balance so that it feels better to use the other spells. Oh, you make music? That is freaking awesome. Like, do you do like sound effects or just music, like background, like audio for games? Uh, okay, so I have the previous room. Bring the enemies from the previous room, and probably just okay. So enemies. Uh, was I? Everything was bigger on the other one. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, the other thing. Uh, you know what I'm gonna do? Go here, save. Just gonna duplicate it. These two. They'll recognize these. So okay, so everything's the same. Now we just gotta change the text. So we have the second scene is identical now. We're just gonna the so in here, go back to ChatGPT. I have two this hunter strikes from desert sand, then leaps to branch from nimble hand, the forest lore, all the line, wisdom begin to shine, the roaring king, the path for the okay, let me make sure text you can. Okay, do it differently. I don't know. Just trying to gauge, figure this out. Okay, so we have the steps. The sequence is fox, monkey, stag, owl, lion, scorpion. So we have in here. Um, let's see where we are. We need the fox. What fox is here? So I'm gonna bring that one down. Let's start with fox here. Move the line up. Uh, so we have fox is the first one, and this one's the right step. Good. Then we have the monkey, which is over here. Okay. Then take the bear off because the bear was on here. So fox, monkey, stag here. So we're gonna check that with the scorpion. Uh, and scorpion. Just the hawk off. This. Okay, so now we have fox, monkey, stag. Then we have owl, which is this one, which is fine. Lion. Um, fuck. Oh, we're gonna have to check a lot of these because I think I overwrote the stuff. And okay, so we're gonna recheck all these steps. We're gonna go like this. Turn them off. Okay. Go through one at a time. Sure. Good thing I caught it now. Fox, monkey, uh, stag, owl, and scorpion. There. Okay, and then what I need to do is make sure that. Okay, so we have 6 to go. Start again. We have the fox. Scorpion. Okay, so it will remove the floor. It will play the sound when it, I mean the wall when done. Otherwise, it should, or all of these should interact with lock. So when all these interact, they should, yeah, spawn the enemy. Okay. Maybe not make it as hard. We'll just make them level 2 enemy. So here, lowest level is 1. Level is, let's just say 3. I don't want to make it too easy. Okay. You have that. Okay. We'll do the same. I have to go back and fix the first one because I forgot. I probably did something off, so we're gonna turn them all off. Bear, hawk, fox. Bear. Yep. Okay. All that. Now's the last one. Okay. Same scene. Again, we're gonna change the text. ChatGPT. Okay, from hiss to howl, the call begins. So hiss, so snake, and hawk, where talons carve through blowing winds, the brute shall shake the mountain's root. So the bear, the monkey, the leaves one grasp and lute, horns shall clash and wisdom last, stag and the owl that is passed through carve. Okay, so let's see how we do this. So we have the snake first. So we'll swap the snake for the bear. I think that will. Oh, so we're gonna do the same thing we did before. We're gonna turn them all off. Turn none of them right step. Right. The hawk here, so we'll keep that. The bear. Oh, perfect. Look, do it there. And then we have the monkey. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Monkey, stag, and owl. Stag, and have to change. Do that there. Oh, the owl. Stag. To. Oh, okay, so we have owl again. The stag. There. Okay, so we have those. Now we're gonna lock this again. Start over. And go. Start with this. Wait, did we start? Yeah, snake. Then monkey. Bear. Bear. Then we. We could probably people will say deer. Okay. We have the text. We have the thing set up. We have enemies will spawn. Let's change the level difficulty. Three. I think 01, the one that needs to choose their enemy. 3. Okay, so now I have all 3. The next thing is the spell balance and mana. Okay, so we're gonna go over no. Oh no, mana. Bubble. Oh, this guy. Okay, so this is not working out because you can't see for some reason one of these is covering the other. The turn. Let's just not do the out. Not include happening. Oh, that is weird. What? What's going on? Big. See how it goes. Then we also need to change how much damage it does. We have the spell, and in here it does like really little spell. So we'll do 40% because it's mostly to gather mana. So I also need to fix that. The player. The idea that I want to do, I guess we could do a live of how sometimes I do code because I don't want to think about it with ChatGPT, and we're gonna see this. What I want to do is every time you get hit or every time you use mana, it won't recharge automatically. So if you're spamming spells, it will continue to go down. But then if you want it to go back up, all you have to do is chill for a second and it'll fill right back up. Instead of always filling up at a small rate. So we could do either one. I think for the first step, we're gonna do just change the rate. We're gonna do 1, so it fills 1 a second. 1 every 2 seconds, maybe. That's a lot. That's gonna take forever, but that's okay for now. The other, so eventually we'll do the logic, and we might do it in this stream. I'm just trying to get all the stuff figured out first, because that bubble spell will give you mana, and so maybe what I don't want to. So I just gotta think if I want to do mana type of spells, mana absorption, and then the other thing, the earth, dragon blast or something. Yeah. So what this is doing is 0.5. Probably could do 0.6. The main problem is the component, the bullet. So we probably want it to be a bit bigger. We're gonna do 2. Let's see how that goes. I think I don't remember if I do it based on the size. Because that's the other thing we can do is this one. We can measure the size of it's a triangle, and then see. No, I don't have the size scale. Okay, Y up scale. Okay, so we'll do. Yeah, so I could change the scale based on how big you draw the triangle you want to do, but for now, I'll just change it to 2. That's where it needs. Okay. Okay, so we have that to make things better. Trying to think of something else. The other thing I do need to eventually do is redo the spell library, spell gesture library, because those gestures were made a long time ago, and I want to make sure they're specific to what we have now. So we have that. Oh yeah, turning off the main. So we need to turn off the aim assist. There's an aim assist, and it worked for some. Some spells don't use the aim assist, like the diagonal, but the balls do. Okay, aim assist. So we have where it turns on. I don't think I have it where it turns off. So if enemy's range count is less than 1. Oh, I need to check. Enemies. I need to recheck. Enemies, no, continue. Here's something. Find clause. If clause is not null. Okay, so if it is null, I'm just gonna turn it off. False. And need to enemies clear. I need to clear enemies in range, because what would happen is as I'm detecting people and I'm destroying enemies, I don't think the on trigger exit comes. The other thing is the other one is the bubble coming at me. Bubble coming. Seems like it's detecting me as well. And we gotta check that. Okay, so in here, instead of doing this, we can do I think it's the same thing that we fixed. So if we have something we can damage, we wanna damage was not null. If it contains the damageable, we can test it because I know how. So let's test it right now, and then if not, we'll fix it. Oh, this is a trigger exit. We want to do this one. So we should, it should turn off now, and it should also um, lock on to other things that are not enemies, like for example anything that you can damage, so that the player can get like a hint that they can actually lock onto something. Okay, so let me see. Okay, we're gonna connect, and actually making good progress when it's not giving me weird bugs like we had in the last few streams, so that's good. And yeah, so if we can make yeah, we can do the mana regen, and then I need to take some time to just do level design and think about the level design, which I don't need to be in the computer to do that. So okay. Oh, because it saves the last place you were at. Okay, so not too bad to read. Bear. Go bear. Oh, nay. I forgot to mesh render. I fixed it and then I unfixed it. Anyways. What was I thinking about? Need to fix the thing. Let's grab an enemy. Break something. Oh yeah. Okay. What the? It just do. I'll try. Oh crap. Oh my god. Okay, hold up. Oh, the mana spell. I can't draw for life of me. What? Did he just shoot it? Oh, it's not on by default. Okay, that was my bad. I broke it. By default, it should be on. Just a boolean. Doing something. Grabbing man. Okay, I leveled up. The VFX left. I probably have errors. Yep, I have the errors. And it's the network object. Oh, and here, look. The collider ID is uh hmm. Yeah, it might not be a network ID. Let's test that now. I'm gonna close the game. Okay, so I'm gonna fix the shot, the bubble shot. It looks like now I get what it's doing. In the art. Okay, so let's say bubbles. Okay, so in here, the bubble. So the arc, that's the arc component. Oh, it was hiding the bubble core instead of. Oh, I get it now. Okay, so it should have been arc component in here, but this, let's see, bubble shot by default it should be on. So it was not working before, and it was giving me this. Okay, so now I understand what's going on. And then hide art on spawn, hide art set to true, but it wasn't changing. So we needed to make sure we turned that. Thing. So if heart is false, oh, it should be false by default. See, this is why I should not hide art by default. So by default, it should be off. When it's off, it will be on. Then that's good. Okay, set the next target. True, false. Okay. That's where the logic was off, I think. I will double check stuff. That should work though. Yeah, the puzzles, the snake prefab. Thought I fixed it here with the other ones. Probably because I why is it? And again, render source. Right when I did the override, it started assigning things to people. I've said now once we're done with this, we're gonna do the done with this. I'm gonna do the mana. Call it good for now. I think the prefab overrode everything. So once I fix all these stuff, I don't need it for right now. And then I'll double check, make sure it's saving the XP as I level up. Okay. Okay, so regardless what I did, these are not back. So I need to grab these. I want to revert, but let me see. If I revert this guy, okay. Oh, but it's not going to give me the. Okay, so. Okay, so I'm going to grab all these. I'm going to revert or grab in here. It should let me. Let me in here should let me revert all these steps. Okay, so we have because it's all, so it doesn't matter. But you gotta watch out when you're saving prefabs where you're working. Revert selected. Okay, so now it's all kind of fixed. Okay, they unlock some. Oh my. Okay, so I do have to. Okay, so now we're gonna have to go back and here that we're doing the right thing. So we have, what do we have? Box. Okay. All need the same step up. The controller check on that. Need all these to go to the enemies. Spawn enemy. On monsters. Working. We just need to double check all the other ones. Oh. Okay, that's good. It has all the enemies. I think we're good now. Okay, so they all have their own sound. Good. Right step. Okay, so it's all good. Okay, so this is first scene, so that's good. Let's do. I'm gonna test something. Make sure that we. I'm gonna double check the XP that we're saving, and then the last thing I'm gonna do is just code that. No, I don't need to code that because I'm just gonna leave it as this. Scale down the steps. Yeah, I did that. Mesh render, bubble shot, start. I still gotta check that. Mana regen, don't reset velocity. Okay, so let's look. I'm gonna do this. Try to make sure to see if the player dying will respawn him. So that's the one bug I want to fix while we're in the basics. And then after that, I mean, I could reintroduce another cave just so that we can, so we can set up the continuation going back and forth between these. Check and stuff. Okay, so I'm right here. Oh, and this is on by default. That off, even though I can't see it. Level 3. Yeah. Okay, so it saves when it levels up. Yes, that's fine. So any XP that you want to save after that, that's not in the level. You need to make sure you change scenes before you, so that it saves. Maybe I can add a savings point. Oh yeah, sorry. I need to test. Okay, let's do another priority list. This one done. Done. Okay, so we have respawning or dying saves your this question mark. I need to figure that out. So we're gonna figure that out right now. Turn aim assist off by default. And then previous one. Gesture velocity. Okay. Okay, so let's see dying. So we're gonna put this guy. Oh, this is off. Addict. Okay, so now we're gonna. Oh, I do need it to be physics to test the weighted plates, I believe. Oh, there. Oh, I did the right one. Oh, that's not right. Oh, they're wrong. Oh, fix this. Okay, so fix puzzle for room 1. Oh, clear. Okay. Now they're gonna kill me. Oh, that was right. Dang it. Come on, kill me. Okay, so I respawn. Now they're gonna kill me. Where do I respawn? Okay, I respawn there. That's weird. Maybe it's when I'm doing other things. And they just don't give up. Okay, so it is working. It's probably a bug that has to do with the bug with shooting spells while dying. So I shouldn't allow you to shoot spells when you're dead. Just like turn off spells or something. Okay, so let's do the aim assist. Just get it out of the way. One thing to have on. Assist. It's on by default. The visual. I don't remember what the visual. Which one is it? Target. Off. And that's that one. Then we'll fix the puzzle room. 0, 1. And then put the other room. So I'll put another room that connects to all of them, so to kind of show how things work. Not that they're good or bad, but like how to start from scratch for my game seems to work. But it should start with a bear. But for some reason, this one is also on. Shouldn't be. Is this one on? B. Box should be on. This one shouldn't be on. The lion should be on. Yep. Okay, and then okay, good. Just a few that leaked over from the other one, from when I saved it. The other thing is I need to make sure the bear. Yes, good. So that's good. Now let's make the final thing I want to do is do a little bit of dev work. Not necessarily dev work, but just like setup, white boxing, because I'm just trying to set stuff up. And even though I didn't do any of this, but just an asset I want to test the space. Let's do. So we have scenes. We have this 0, 6 up. Okay, so it's this. We don't want this. We want. Let's say we. Yeah, I don't want any of this. I want a white box. So I'm gonna start from scratch. Scene. I gotta delete this one. Go to this one. Delete 6. Okay, so what we're gonna do is nothing. So it's turning on and off because I have like plane. We'll have a directional light. Good. Stable directional. Okay, so let's say we have 4 doors. So let's say 600 prefabs. And having here 8. Door to next scene. Okay, so we have these doors to the next. I think they face blue. Okay, why is it connecting? It's like trying to connect to the. Hold on. Okay, should not be trying to connect. Just the controllers keep pressing stuff, I guess. Okay, so weird. Sound coming. Stop. Just keeps trying to connect or something on Oculus. Okay, so this scene is 06. We need, let's go to 0 central. So we'll, I think it's called essential component. Essential component. So this has like almost everything that I need for the scene to work. We're gonna 0, 0. This has the rig and everything for spawning. Okay, so it even has the doors. I don't need that. The plane is here. Okay, the rig, they will be at 0, 0. Okay, rig, doors. So we'll have 4 doors. And sure, this is where it's coming from. So this is the air. So it's red, the front. Axis. So let's say we come in. Oh my gosh. Material. So let's say, oh, we could do, where is it? Material, back in the other one. I had an old stuff from back in the day. Let me go. There you go. We have grass, but we're not grass. Okay, there. So we have door 1. Let's set it up with our current setup, and then we'll duplicate it. Let's say we have this goes, say this is the door to that tunnel, and that goes to 0, 1, dash 1. Okay, and so then this connection has to go to 0, 1. They were coming from 0, 6. That's this scene. Okay, go like this now. 3 tunnels. 0, 2, 3. So as people start coming, they'll come from these 3 different tunnels. Gotta figure out the rest, because I gotta figure out if I do want them to be able to return or create like the portals again, like we did before. Okay, so the other thing is we respawn. I created a bunch of stuff so that, okay, so we come from 0, 1, 0, 2. So the idea is that these strings are the strings that is checking where it's coming from. So that's why we have in here, not in here, but in this one. Oh, and these. So these doors tell you, okay, This is the connection, and this is the previous scene. So this is going to tell the next scene that I came from this one. Oh, whoops, from this. Okay, so let me see. I can move it. So the idea is that this tells the next scene. So when we go in here, we say, where are we coming from? And the idea is that then we can use these doors here that we can coming from. And so it'll spawn you in the right location based on where you're coming from. So 0, 1, spawn you in this, see right there. And it'll drop you here. So I can probably lower that. Okay, so that is the logic between, and it's already pre-set up so that I can just do it quickly like we just did, because scene loading can get tricky, messy. We have this scene transition and it's just saying, hey, which scene are we from? And it keeps track of that. Okay, we have this. So now we have the 3 scenes lined up. So you can go in here and then come back, nothing else. You just go in, go out. It's just a scene. Trying to make sure. Okay, what else do I need? Okay, so now we're gonna test to make sure that this is working, and I'll show you, and I'll go from one scene to the other. Um, the only problem is that I can't go back because spells are not. Gotta figure something out. I gotta find a way to unlock it. Let me see what I'm just gonna show you. Okay. Okay, I got an idea. The way, because I'm like thinking in my head, and this is something that I gotta do on my own later, not right now, but I'll show you how we're gonna fix this. So the idea is that this puzzle solves this, right? But how do you come back? Because when you come back, you have to go through this, and you either have to unlock it and save the unlock, so that as players come in, they progress and they're saving that progress. But if a player is coming back from here and doesn't have the progress saved, I want them to still be able to get through. Because the idea is you'll be able to come with friends through these, and your friend will have the fire spell, but you don't. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a torch here. I have torches. Fire torch. Torch. Oh, that's the fire from the torch. Let's. I think I have these, but not the same. I want the other ones. Loading. Okay. I'll just delete that. The other thing was because I couldn't see it because it was gray. But there you go. We also need to turn these on, so these don't go anywhere. I think so. Off the on, you can actually go to the other scene. Going from 0, 1. 5. Let's check. Go. Okay, so we did that on 0, 1. The idea is that each room, each tunnel will also give you the fire spell for or the spell that you got in through, because that way other people that haven't gone through, they can do that. So let's say they open this, and here we will have the fire spell. So if you didn't have the fire spell, you will open the door. So we'll have a double door here. But for now, I'll just do the where's the torches. Okay, so let's just grab the central room. So we need the unlock fire, and then we need torches, and we need to prefab this. Okay, so you have magic prefabs, puzzles, or gates, puzzles, gates, portal, earth portal. Have those prefabbed. Okay, and if you're someone from the other side, you can unlock it for others probably eventually. This is all single player right now, and eventually I'm gonna go over unlocking things. Okay, fire portal. Okay, so we have the idea is we have this fire to unlock. Where is it? So this will be here from the other side. So if you come in here with a friend, you don't have the fire spell, you can unlock it. Okay. And then I have to think of a reward for those that do have it. So if the player owns it, I can activate something else. So every time you come through, you can, and then in that game object, I can also do something like this, where like if they own, maybe like I give them a cosmetic as a reward or a chest, and if they already own that cosmetic or stuff, I just don't give them anything. It's like a one-time unlock. Okay, so I have this thing, and if it's already owned, just hide myself. I don't know if it does that on its own. Okay, so that's that. Spells not out. Case. Enable this, but it might already do because the spell object is there, but it might already do everything. Then need the fire portal thing. Okay, right here. We're gonna just remove some of this stuff. The only technically I don't need anything but the torches. Do this. Is this will be kind of tedious, but you have to think of all the edge cases. I'll show you how it works in a second. The stream with that. That's a good stop because I have to do that for all three, just one way or another, and then just expound on it because I have to white box some of the stuff. But what will happen is the lock, and then I'll add the portal. It's called portal controller, but I could remake something else. So I'm gonna unlock that wall right here. Here. So and then here unlock that same one. Oh no. Oh, unblock. Oh, then we have these interactables. So what's gonna happen is set these up super quick. What's gonna happen is they light up, they do everything, except when it fire turns on, we just need to this the missing ones. This unlocks, locks. Okay. They just take Unity buggy sometimes. Okay. So have that. So you can unlock if you're coming from this side, or if you already have the spell, you can unlock it from this side. And if you don't have the spell, you just grab it here. So ideally, I'll have like some kind of boss fight or some kind of big fight here, so that you have to overcome something regardless to unlock this. You can't just run through it. Then we have that. Let's see. So we have, you can come in. Okay, and then we're gonna do, so the last thing that I wanted to do is kind of show you the whole process. So we're gonna go through 6. So we have that portal prefab. So fire, or let's say portal. They're called portal. There's a lot of portal. Also gates. We have the fire portal. So instead of having this, we could do the gate. I think, I'm not sure the gate, oh, it doesn't have the same stuff. So we'll have to adjust. So the fire gate is the first one, I believe. So 0, 1. This, but we don't need it to have that wall be. We're gonna remove the black. For you and answer. Still that we spot there, guys. That we have the portal, and this portal is going to turn on and send you back the other way. So I believe I could show you. Test it. Crazy loud for some reason. Yeah. So I'm gonna do one last walkthrough. Um, the idea is that, okay, initially you're gonna pick, and if I have time, I will do the 5 spells, but for now it'll be. So I'm still stuck here, but let's say I come from the room. I'm gonna solve the puzzle. Okay. This time I'll light up each one. So see how there's the fire. Now it'll detect the fire. Tells me that I can hit. Okay. Oh, did it turn on? Turn off. Wow. Okay, so I need to fix that. Oh, crap. I did it backwards. Anyway, so we'll figure that out. Okay, so I'll fix that. Let me see if you can see. Okay, so I am. And the reason I don't play full because I gotta keep an eye on what's going on in case something happens. Go up. We should be teleporting to that temporary scene. The idea is that if I'm, let's say I'm soloing it, or I could be with friends, but I'm coming through and we're going through together, the friends that don't have the fire spell will be able to get it. Because at the beginning, you're gonna only be able to choose one element. Right now, for beta testers and alpha testers, they'll be able to get all the spells. Okay, so we're here, the temp scene. Hopefully this one does work. Okay, go in. So the idea is you'll see other people coming out of that one and the other. And so like, because they're going through different trials, you could say, with their spell. And then as we come back, we're like, okay, let's do this. And you can do it with friends or randoms. But the idea is that now here, let me explain it. Sorry, I forgot to explain. So I'm explaining it, but not really, because I don't have the logic yet. But the idea is that if someone came from the other ones, let's say I picked the water spell and I went through the water spell trial thing, and then I came out, I won't be able to open this gate because it requires fire, right? I'll be going like this, and it's not going to do anything. See? Like it doesn't. You need the fire spell. So your friend can go like, okay, I'm gonna open it for you. And so once they do this, that's what I'm gonna work on next is to activate it over the network so that everyone can see the gate open and everyone can go through. And so I'm opening the gate for anyone in this room. And the moment maybe I go through, it closes. I don't know what I'll do, but it'll open up for everybody. Okay. And then you can jump through and be with somebody else in that room. Okay, so then in here, you'll overcome the trial on your own or with other people. But the idea is that you'll go in here, you'll face some kind of monsters, you'll do something, and and it will help you. You'll be able to get the fire spell. So then you'll be here, and you'll find out that the fire spell is right here. Get it, and then you can move on. But this is broken, so I gotta fix this so that it unlocks the. I need to fix that. But overall, that's the whole point of this. Hold on. Yeah, so the idea is that you'll get one spell, and the other spells you can get by jumping in with friends. You just got to find the other people that have the other spell. Or when the game is in early access and I'll have a better version, is everyone will have all the spell. I mean, you'll be able to traverse through the world and get a fire spell and come back to that if you wanted to. So you can still do it solo. You just have to progress and get other of that element, and then you can come back and go through those. So you can either talk to buddies and kind of like team tag and say, hey, I'm gonna do this one. Do you want to do that with me? So that you can play. So yeah, so you can get the spells really early if you have friends or if you talk to people, or you can just do it on your own. So this setup. Let's see what happens. Okay, so wall check on logs. Turned on, it should turn off the wall. There you go. It goes backwards, but it wasn't even turning off, so that's the other thing that it's weird. Okay. Check on logs. Check on logs. The fire's put out. It should have toggled back. So when it's turned off, the thing goes back on, which is not a big deal. And these can be single player. I don't care if people are going through or not. I gotta double check some stuff. I'll see what we can do. It's maybe if one person unlocks it for the room, it'll be unlocked, and then I can close down the room if it's already unlocked. Yeah, so I gotta figure out the progress. The next steps is to really polish the puzzles and the experience, or I want to set up the each spell so that the whole thing is working first. So that's my first. So make sure to add what I just did with the fire, with the water and earth. So finish white boxing mechanics, and then while I'm doing that, think about the puzzle. Think about tunnel levels or trial paths. Because then and then flush out the player experience on all those. Okay, we're coming back. Then I gotta So the thing is, I gotta flush out those 3 areas, and then so I need the 06 room, and then 01, 02, 03. Flush out and figure out. There's a lot of level design that I have to do on those. But for the most part, things are kind of working. Obviously, eventually, I gotta do better with the enemies, but that is all I need. Yeah, we'll see you on Monday. We'll do multiplayer Monday, Thursday level up, and the next Saturday, next week, we'll do a live stream, and we should be more ahead on this. We'll have a lot of different arts. Right now, I just have assets that I just put in and kind of temp stuff to play around with things and figure out the spacing. But as we dial down the experience, I'll be able to figure out exactly set up these areas. Okay, we'll see ya.